Don? Yeah. Hi. We're recording again. This time today we're going to be watching my failed attempt at doing a 100 videos in 100 days from 2023. That's quite the blast from the past. Well, how much? It's been 3 years since then. So yeah, we're just gonna reminisce. I really like the videos. A lot of the videos that I put up for this one. It was a little overly ambitious. That's why I'm being lazy this time around. But yeah, we're just gonna see what was I cooking up back then. All right, and let's see. How do I? Which one is it? This one? Oh, I have to set up the window capture. Be this one. Okay, perfect though. All right, let's get started. I like that. I like that little. I'm gonna do a point by point pause and pause because I don't have to worry about this lasting 2 hours. But I do like the now remastered little effect there.
So my name's Camp. Expect videos.
Nope.
Did you miss me?
Holy cow. Holy cow, what was that?
2 years ago. Did you miss me?
the gunshot noise. What the hell was that? Did you miss me? Am I rocking a mustache in this one?
2 years ago and a couple of days.
I am.
I embarked on a journey to do 100 video for 100 days. People thought it couldn't be done. But
it was bad, and most of the videos have been delisted. That used to be true. They're no longer delisted.
You know what? I did it. The content must flow. The New York Times book review said it was the greatest thing since Andy Warhol painted those hands. Well, anyways, I'm back here again. Many things have changed. I've curated my process. I'm a more advanced person, and I'm much more dignified. I'm like wine. The older I get, the more. Anyways, I'm back. We're doing it again. 100 videos, 100 days. It's a bad idea, and that's why I'm doing it. Enjoy.
What is the music? That's not the original music I had on there. How did I make it red? This is incredible. Holy shit. I'm so washed compared to what I was doing back then. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. I'm actually blown away. It's so weird and horrifying. It's beautiful. These are the videos I always wanted to make. Anyways, Doug Nuts is reborn. If you don't know the lore, Doug died doing his Daily Show bit. He got crushed by a piano.
You really saw the title,
but
and you immediately got duped. You immediately thought it was real. Do you know what day it is today? It's named after people like you.
Hold on, let me make sure the quality. Let me bump up the quality here. Why? Is it going to be happy with me? Is my internet supporting this? It might be YouTube servers don't have it in a quick enough location. They're like, we gotta unpack this zip file. Okay, there it goes.
Do you know what day it is today?
Look at that. That's crunchy.
People like you.
This was posted April 1st.
One day a year, everybody knows about this holiday, this holy day that Jesus came up with, and yet you allowed yourself to get clickbaited. You allowed yourself to get fooled. What does that tell you? Get a frickin' life, dude. Do something better. I'm sick of having to put up with people like you. Go April, fuck yourself.
The noise is there. First off, the piano utilization, superb. The weird clown image that's disturbing. And then this fake static that's just screaming. Holy cow. This was my horror era. There he is.
You might have been wondering where I have been for all this time. Last video you saw, I was on a Daily Show. Very gracious, very nice change. But unfortunately, things got a little out of control.
The filter that Doug is wearing makes it look like he's wearing black lipstick, and I think that's
The
beautiful.
piano came down from
He looks so cool
the
here.
ceiling and it crushed me. I died ostensibly and
Liberally.
Many people, they wonder, they see, oh my goodness, it is the one and only Doug Nuts. He was crushed by a piano.
You can't see. You can't. This is
the only one and only Doug Nuts.
This is the most pixelated screen cap of Doug's Twitter I've ever seen. I think these were about Putin and about you wouldn't say that if Putin were. You wouldn't say. Would you say that about Putin if he were pregnant?
He was crushed by a piano.
It's besides the point.
Nobody knew, everybody knew. It was the title of the video, and we see, oh no, it's King Charles, and Dan Bush has come to get his revenge against Doug. How could Doug die? Well, I am here to tell you a little bit of truth to your day, and that is that Doug Nuts, Doug Nuts is back. You see, they buried me. They put me in a coffin in the ground. All
Weed
of my
coffin.
funeral arrangements were signed. Everybody, they have my money now. People have my money. They have my debt.
Truck nut. The truck nut's flashing.
All these things, these logistical things happen, and then I wake up one day and I'm in a fucking casket.
Tell me this isn't immediately so much better than the original 100 videos in 100 days. None of the videos compared to this.
Laying in the goddamn casket, and I say, hey, get Doug out of here. Don't treat Doug, don't put Doug in a
I got
box.
lazy. I've turned into a slop tuber.
Was one thing they broke. I said you have to scatter my ashes over. I don't know. You just somewhere. So I was gonna say something witty, but I didn't. That's why I'm a freak bitch. Anyways, I woke up in a casket, and I crawled my way to freedom. And luckily, there was a 15-mile sewer that took up straight to my casket. I crawled my way straight through the shit. I crawled my way through the shit like a Shawshank Man, but much longer, much more fecal. You understand?
This is overly pixelated.
Well, I guess I'm back here. I don't know what's miracle by God, by my boogas.
Who's
I came
Boogas?
back, but I am. And that's my dirty little secret.
the Doug Nuts or the Joe Biden reveal. That was a fantastic video. It's got to be in one of my. It's got to be up there. All these videos have to be pretty much up there, right? This is where I'm getting more abstract. Oh, Clips is live at Coachella, by the way.
Do you know what you're saying?
Talking to my cat. You know what year? It's very David Lynchian, I think. Oh my god.
How are you?
How are you? So that was... No. Go back. So I filmed this on a flip video camera. Which is old-fashioned. It's a camcorder from 20 years ago at this point. But it naturally does some glitchy things, but I don't think this one was glitching all that much, but I'm filming this.
How are you feeling today?
very unsettling with those glasses. I'm like a serial killer. How are you feeling today? And then it,
Do you know what they're saying?
what year it is, maybe? See, you can see the glitching going on in the background here. I like this. It's just pure weird jazz I was doing. This is like a perfect video, I think.
How are you?
It's kind of uncomfortable. It's kind of beautiful at the same time. That's a piece of art right there. I don't think anyone's ever viewed it. I don't think anyone outside of myself has viewed it. It's okay. Here's a weirder one. David Lynch again, I think. Lynchian. Let's try to get this into high quality. Give me it. That didn't help much.
Totally unafraid. I think part of it is that there's a glass door between us, but it's also looking me straight in the eyes. I even accidentally banged on the door at one time. Brave rabbit. That glass door wasn't there. It would have been disgusting, and that's why I hope y'all can relate. The like button, and in the comments, tell me about a time because you're a good human being. What?
That's just a weird video. I think I posted this 3 times to my account, and I removed it each time because I wasn't happy about it. Which, if you're doing 100 videos in 100 days challenge, it is not conducive to that, I don't think. But again, kind of going with the previous video, it's just like a neat horror video. Isn't it cute? The subtitles here, how crunchy it is. Yum. Another really cool video. One of my favorites, I think. Weary Worlds. I'm not sure about the logo though.
Hello and welcome back to Dugnuts TV. Today we have.
Oh, there's the music. I got worried about where the music was.
The news cycle. Donald J. Trump, the most recent president that many people know. Many people know him. Many people they heard of him. Not many people have voted for him, but many people have heard of him. Well, he was arrested today by the great state attorney of Manhattan under charges of faking game. It is a
Faking game?
punishment to pretend like you have pretty time with
Oh,
her, but
it's
you
the
didn't
Stormy
actually.
Daniels case.
You paid
Okay.
her. You pay her money, and now you're paying her a third time. Maybe you're paying a second time. Maybe because you have an election coming up. Uh-oh, Michael Cohen, I shouldn't have trusted you with my pornography addiction. Anyways, he's busted now. The first president to ever be busted, quite like that, but not the first one to bust. He has been.
There he is. That's a great wax figure. That's a great wax figure or wherever I found that.
Handcuffed, he has been mugshotted, and he is currently in a orange jumpsuit riding. Today is a big day. If we could pull up some photos, please.
Not so big.
Here, mugshot there.
Just wait a couple years, buddy.
He's not in jail right now. He's doing a speech right now. Wait, yeah, Mar-a-Lago. He's already back in Florida. What the heck, dude? I thought he was arrested for good.
I'm chewing nicotine gum.
Shit, huh? I thought, what's the whole hullabaloo about then?
Or Doug is. No, that's not me.
This guy, he's got the guillotine on him, and he's just, oh, yeah, okay. All right, well, fuck that. Whatever, and it's like, he didn't even have the pleasure to show up at court at the right time. All right, 2:15. Everybody, they said that. Oh, tune in at 2:15. Turn on your shitty television. We're gonna watch him, Mr. Dumper, take the steps, right? And he show up he showed up early. I'm like, what is this, man? I thought this was supposed to be a man of spectacle. Well, that fucking sucks. I guess we can read some fan mail. You're Doug.
I don't remember the fan mail with Doug.
I noticed recently after your arrival, you saw that you have very nice skin now. You used to look like old man, but now.
Oh,
you
I
look like
addressed
a
this
dapper
concept,
20-year-old.
or Doug addresses this continuity error where there used to be an old man filter.
Who loves eating pasta?
Not so much. Doug looks different again. You've seen the recent video.
Daniel. Well, thank you, Daniel. I don't know you. Maybe do I love you? Do I don't? I guess you love me. That's all that counts. Well, Daniel, my skin is looking pretty smooth compared to recently.
Not like you can
I
tell.
must admit that. You know, part of the being buried in the ground, this is something I can say with quite a bit of expertise. When they put you on the fat fucking ground,
Fat ground.
you know, they put some injections in you. They make you look nice for a funeral, even though I was flattened. I was like a pancake. But, you know, they inject me. They make me look smooth all of a sudden, okay? Totally isn't for other reasons, by the way. Don't look it up. The no filters here. I'm all natural, baby. So I appreciate that you love my skin. If I ever die in recent years, I will send it to you as my treat. And then you can love my skin. Personally. Physically. I bet you like that, wouldn't you? Well, alright, I guess that's the news day. Anything else happen? It fucking sucks. So, you know, what's even the point of Doug anymore? What am I gonna do here?
That's what I was thinking.
Nothing interesting, huh? Well, I hope you had as bad as a day as I have. He's Doug, you know, he really needs a win, alright? Hey, I know I survived the whole death being crushed by a piano thing, but I just need a win.
There we go. That was okay. Oh, I'm doing the logo again. I'm glad I didn't keep that up. I'm glad I didn't keep doing the logo thing. Oh, maybe. I don't know. It's not bad. It's not awful. But yeah, I don't know. That video, I think it's on the lower rung of Doug videos. It's not quite intense. It's it's more explaining and just disappointment. I don't think it's really core to the character. That's my opinion. All right, this one's I'll tell you later, which is in the same genre as those other two videos, I think.
If cats like vermin, then why don't we feed them mouse flavored food?
Okay.
You know, I know my cat isn't gonna go out swimming for no fucking salmon or anything.
I'm zonked on something, but I don't know what it is. This might have been the period where I was taking Amanita muscaria extract, which is something you shouldn't do. I'll just say.
If he saw a rat right there, he'd be taking shots.
Which is if you take this extract, it's supposed to not have the scary drugs in it or the scary toxins in it, but it is a delirium drug and it's a depressant.
That's food for thought.
I think it's a delirium drug. I'm just ranting. I just skip over it. I didn't like what I was talking about. Maybe I wasn't on this drug. I can't remember if I was making video. What am I puffing? Maybe that's a CBD thing? I don't know when I was puffing that. I don't think that's nicotine. I don't think I puffed. I was not puffing nicotine at this point. Weird.
Hello, everybody, and
Finally.
welcome back to Tips for Life. My name is Kip.
Finally.
It's been a little bit since I last saw you, quite 8 months, I believe. But hopefully my last bit of tips, it helped you during that time.
Absolutely.
Today we have a new letter for tips to give you for life. This one comes from Josie from Illinois. Hello, Camp. Recently, I have been feeling pretty down.
The papyrus is beautiful.
Sad. Do you have any advice for when you're feeling down in the gutters? Thanks. Love this show, Josie.
Oh no.
Well, thank you from Jersey for Illinois.
I know
sorry
what's
to
gonna
hear
happen.
that you're feeling a little bit down, but this is a natural part of life. It is one of the fundamental emotions. I often feel a little bit. I often feel sad.
Is that a feelings wheel?
Believe it or not,
They got me on the feelings wheel in therapy.
but we're here to help.
It's kind of fun.
This program. If you are feeling sad, it is often good to remember that you are still valued, that whatever is happening in this moment, it will pass, and good days should be ahead. Sometimes,
It's
though,
crummy advice.
thinking like this, it
It's
does
okay.
not solve everything. And in such a case,
Oh, that's good.
you may want to talk to a loved one. You may want to see a therapist.
Therapist.
You may want to consult your options, but know that you are well supported.
Robin Williams.
Even if you feel lonely, we're here to help you. And here's another thing: is if you're perhaps if you're feeling sad, I can sing a little song for you. Many
Please
people,
do.
They love music. They love to listen to music. So I thought this might help. 1, 2, 3.
Josie from Illinois, I heard you're feeling blue, but remember that you are valued and you are true to you. You are very smart, you will make it through and see the rainbow today, tomorrow, next week, next week, give it over, just remember that camp from Tips for Life will always support you.
Thank you.
I'm not sure how I feel. At the time, I was not happy with how I dealt with the singing because I didn't like the singing spread out just because there wasn't a good structure to it. I was improvising it pretty much. So I sped it up. I think it's okay in the video. I think it works all right.
I hope that it makes you feel better. If not, maybe you can listen to Beach Boys or Beastie Boys.
So true.
Something that will make you think good things. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this advice helped everybody.
Thanks for watching. That's cute.
Camp Tips for Life.
I should have kept that up.
I see you soon.
Thanks for watching. That's beautiful. That's cute. All right, this is where I get yappy, I think. Well, is this the... I think this might be the last one. Okay, there's 2 more. Thank God. Where's my cat? There he is.
Hello. I'd like to share a dream with you that I had.
I have a...
To
The
start,
mustache was a bad
I'm going
idea.
to reference this meme. To read it, it says, "Last month, my cat disappeared. A week ago, I found him and brought him home. Today, my cat came back. Now, I have 2 identical cats. As you can see, there are 2 cats there. They're both plump, beautiful, beautiful boys. Now, last night, I had a similar dream. In my dream, my cat, Eli,
I like
was
that
being
couch.
watched by my parents.
That was a good couch.
In the dream were not my actual parents. They were like cosmetic surgeons. But anyways, they were watching my cat, and I come back to retrieve my cat. And that's when I noticed something strange, is that there's 2 cats. They were virtually similar. They had the same coat. They even had the same collar. The only difference was their body shapes. One was, the longer sort of thing, and one had a more compact torso. They were also labeled on their collar as Eli the Elder and Eli the Younger. Now, I successfully identified Eli the Younger as the cat that I had brought there. So anyways, I retrieved Eli the Younger first, because I'm like, that's my cat, that's the one I know. But then I resolved myself, I'm like, well, I'm
This has
gonna
been
take
trancing.
care of both of these cats. So I go back, I have to sneak in to get Eli the Elder, and I wind up finding him in the waiting room.
This is a total sidetrack, but I remember using that chain. That I used to have a chain. I changed this like a stainless steel chain, but before this, I was just using like these really cheap chains off of Amazon. The ones that cost like $1 probably for like 12. And I remember how nasty it was. How it would like it just like flake on the skin and shit like that.
My parents' cosmetic surgery practice.
Felt
Just
rusty.
sitting there, being cute. This wise patient, a frequent flyer, I can tell was there. I asked
There
him
he is.
about Eli the Elder. He said, this is an old dog that's been here since the practice was opened. Turns out it was a was a weird looking dog the whole time.
I don't like your lip.
Okay.
So just a nice little dream and some interspersing of camcorder footage of my cat. I think that's nice. I thought that's a very pleasant video. I
Hello,
think.
my fellow Americans.
That's coming in a little hot.
It is me, Jimmy Dean, the nation's top consultant when it comes to the logistics of things that are hard to obtain. It has been quite some time
We love
since
Jimmy
I have
Dean.
asked you to call and to serve your country. Last time, it was the purpose of your delicious, succulent milk. Under that plan, we succeeded tenfold. 10 great cities covered in your delicious dairy that we've licked up and down. But today, I speak to you on Easter Sunday, the day when the great Jedediah Kringus was
Jedediah
nailed to the
Kringus.
cross and screwed down. President John Biden III has ordered me
That's not
that
even
we now
funny.
have a new logistical challenge. That is that we need as many eggs as possible. I am asking the greatest Americans that exist in this great country to take plastic eggs that you find at the store and to swallow them whole. Once they have passed through your digestive system and popped into the toilet, it is imperative that you
It's
send
disgusting.
them to the White House.
It's
If you
disgusting.
know that this is very dangerous, you must be a professional to do this, undergone with rigorous medical training. We do not want innocent lives to be taken by such a demand. We are looking for the most snake-like Americans, those that are unafraid of gobbling eggs whole, tenfold. You might be wondering, what do we plan on doing with these eggs? And this is quite simple. Our great transportation secretary, Pete Buttigieg,
There he is.
currently in a brooding state. We have had to take his eggs for experimental purposes, and he is very, very upset. So we need your eggs to place into his nest and hole. So
And
that
hole.
he is once again satisfied. Note that if this situation is not alleviated, it could threaten mankind. It could end society as we know it. For Mr. Buttigieg is a very, very angry hen. And you don't want to see it when he goes turbo mode. I hope you have listened to me carefully. If you have any questions, I recommend that you send them to the White House. This has been Jimmy Dean. Do best.
Once again, one of my favorite videos. We kind of swung back. I felt there was a low, and then I think actually there was a big gap. I think there was a significant gap between the previous video and this one, but just the improv is on point, and the characterization of Jimmy Dean, is fantastic. The slurping, the horrible it's disgusting. And I think it's exactly what's warranted. So fantastic, great video. Great video. Now here's where I guess I open up. I'd be talking or whatever. I mean,
It's me, Camp. I decided that today I wanted to do a little vlog. Change it up a little bit.
I'm just going to react. I haven't seen this video since I posted it, probably.
Most of my videos,
So this is like a face reveal.
I'm trying to be funny, I'm trying to be comedic, I'm playing a character, but I'm never really myself. So
Okay.
this time around, I was like, alright, let's cut the crap.
Guess what we're doing now?
I mean, all my content is
Ernest.
a little crappy, but I wanted to be honest.
That's not true. You were in your golden era.
On camera, which I don't think I've done.
Golden years.
Looking back even at what I've made for this YouTube channel, and also what I've made in the past.
So dark in there.
Right? It's very.
Oh.
I often put on a layer of.
I was living in a tiny house at the time.
Absurdity.
Feels so cramped.
Cynicism. And I think there's enough of that in the world. So why not try to be honest? Because the fact is I like myself, and I don't know why I'm not putting, the good qualities of me out on display. So this is a way to do it. To start off, I wanted to just talk about the state of this YouTube channel.
State of the channel.
And
what's the goals?
What my goals are.
If you say creating more videos on a consistent basis, I'm going to murder you.
How it's going. I don't expect necessarily anyone to be watching this, but if you are, thank you. Earlier
I'm watching it.
Started off by I wanted to do another 100 videos in 100 days challenge. I had originally done that a couple of years ago, or just two years ago. And that initial stunt was pretty dang messy. Most of the videos were very low effort. I put maybe less than 30 minutes into each one, which is reasonable if you're doing daily content and you're not necessarily used to.
I remember that one.
It's easy to degrade into that rhythm of I'm just gonna blabber into the camera and pretend to be wacky for a bit, and then just upload that crap. Maybe try to degrade it a little bit or put a filter on it. Most of those videos I've pulled down for obvious reasons, just because I can't really stand by them. I
can't stand by them. Why do you need to stand by them? And why aren't you standing by them? It's because you're not medicated.
Stumbling on that. I mean, there are millions of other videos people can stumble on YouTube, but if somehow it's just like, I don't stand by that stuff. That's not.
This is something that I don't feel anymore. I try to keep all of my videos listed, except for stuff where it's like direct. It was something I made for friends. I think but I really struggled with it for a long time, and I don't know why. I think part of it is not liking negative reactions to it. Or much reactions at all. I mean, I appreciate really positive reaction. I've been appreciating positive reactions I've gotten recently, but it used to be something that I was very I did not like being perceived, I'll just say. But it's weird because I was being perceived more in those early videos, and it wasn't all that bad than I was during this period. I was not being perceived at all, pretty much. People were not watching these videos.
There were some great results from that challenge, mainly the Campbell's Minute.
The Campbell's Minute
created a style, a way for me to create character-centered videos.
I agree.
With a virtual background and experimenting with glitchy stuff.
The problem with the Campbell's Minute style, or whatever the hell I called it, yeah, the Campbell's Minute, is that it's grading. It's an intentionally grading style. Even for the videos, I don't think there's a single video I've made in that house style that is not like irritating in some kind of way. And the thing is that from what I understand is that YouTube has ways of knowing, it has machine learning ways of knowing if videos are very glitchy or intentionally low quality, and they tend to, they're very staticky. If they have poor quality, then they are going to pull those videos down on their, it's not going to pump those videos up on their algorithm, even though they're higher quality. And frankly, I enjoy watching them. And that's not to say I'm not going to do them for this reason. It's been a while since I've done one, but it's just something to keep in mind. But I think that's a valid reason to want to do those types of videos, right? But the thing is, I don't know. My style changes a little bit afterwards, but
I still really like those videos,
and I'm not doing them right now. So, you know, I think people appreciate it when you're a bit more honest and forthright with them.
that's why they're still on the channel.
Or even are just weird in a camera with them.
There were also other experiments of me being weird, and you know, which I stand by. I think overall, it was a good thing for me to go through because it really, you know, the only way to create
100%.
good content, like good videos, whatever, is by actually making them. Even though I've been making them, you know,
100%.
since 2009, you want to put yourself into that rhythm. You want to know, you know, where your faults and strengths are. And so doing a challenge like that,
I think something that I really had going on in this period was I was very concerned about the branding of my channel that was divorced from myself, which is very strange. It's like the idea of I am putting out content that is separate from me. It's a separate brand. Weary Worlds is a separate brand. When you hear Weary Worlds, you think about these weird glitchy videos or whatever that have like these interesting bit characters. I'm always playing a character in these videos, right? But it's like, oh yeah, so this is the core style. Even though it's always gone back and forth. It's sometimes occasionally been me slurring, that sounds bad, you know, slurring my speech in front of a camera, you know, but like no augmentations, nothing like weird going on necessarily other than whatever I'm yapping about. And it's gone for those more produced, there's been those more produced things, but even still, the brand is me. And that's why I don't, if anything, I'm going to leave that stuff up just because if someone encounters it, they are encountering a version of me that, you know, they can see on the video. This was 5 years ago. You're not going to be thinking, watching the first 100 videos in 100 days, oh, this person is, I have to scold this person or what I'm going to judge this person. You judge me for what I posted last week. You can judge me for what I'm posting today. But even still, you can't really judge someone for something they posted 5 years ago. But regardless, it's all meant to be, I don't know. It's just meant to be me. It's just meant to be me.
that I think was a very good way of creating a base point, especially for launching this current iteration of my channel. So then I could sort of filter it out, figure out what worked, what didn't. I definitely figured out what didn't, and I sort of figured out what did. So, you know, after that initial challenge, I kept working on videos. I introduced stuff like Doug Nuts, which I really like as a character, and that's been really fun. I'm gonna keep working with him. And there are the other characters like Jimmy Dean was my last video. He's just a fucking pervert. Or there's just Camp. There's the character of Camp. Which
There's
is
the
me
character of Camp.
doing a bit. It's not actually me. It's just
It is you.
me being, it's cringe comedy. Like a lot of those initial 100 videos in 100 days ones were. And so earlier this month, I decided I'm like, you know, I'm in a bit of a spot, and with some encouragement, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna rip it. I'm just gonna see what happens. Another one of these, and it was a really productive first week, I'd say. You know, and being able to, first of all, creating more of those virtual background videos, like bringing Doug Nuts back, bringing those other characters back, and also experimenting with lo-fi sort of camcorders, and editing those together, and creating neat little experiments. Maybe not interesting, maybe not the best content, but stuff that I look at and I'm like, I really put effort into that. Problem was, those
That's so cunty with that bracelet.
and so that's a part-time job. And
The
that's
My
really business
Chem
when you also have a full-time
shirt.
job and other responsibilities and things you should probably be prioritizing. So I was also getting, I don't know, I was just that building up of stress on me. Every day I have to figure out, what am I going to do today? How am I going to film it? One day I skipped the video because I was like, I'll do it tomorrow, but then I have a backlog. It just got to be too much. I wasn't feeling good about it. I was getting sort of, my brain was not happy with me. It still wasn't happy through today. So I decided, all right, I like what I did. I liked what I did for those first 9 days or so. So let's take a step back and figure out what's working from this. And that's releasing stuff on a consistent pattern, doing those experiments, you know, and just keeping at it. This is what
Doing things on a consistent pattern is not something that I have done since. You could say that I did it in a form during my streamer era.
I really
When I was live streaming, I was streaming almost every single day. That was not a consistent, it wasn't a sustainable clip. That's the thing. And also, just talking personally, sorry, my cat is circling around here. Speaking personally, I'm bipolar, so my moods. I only got diagnosed very recently, like, but my moods are changing, and to the extent that I was aware of it, I think I was aware that my moods changed, right? I had periods where I was more active and wanted to make videos, and periods where I was not. So that kind of makes consistency pretty darn hard.
Like making this stuff, and so it's something I want to keep on doing. You know, I especially like, I've mentioned this, but I've been experimenting with lo-fi camcorders. I should say standard definition, sort of just prior to the release of the iPhone and other smartphones, which have effectively replaced personal camcorders in a lot of ways. The first one, the one that I first started working with these videos, was a flip video camera, which I actually got when I was, for my like 9th birthday in 2008. And that was something that very early on, I made just these cute videos with my friends, and I also made little Lego videos with, and it has this lineage, and I've kept it with me all this time. I haven't done anything with it. It was mostly just sort of a token memorabilia, I guess. But I decided to rev it up, and it's really interesting.
I still use it.
Definitely to a smartphone camera.
I think it's really neat.
It's not like, okay, from my camera I can immediately upload it. I can immediately do something with it. It's like, no, I have to plug this thing in to my computer. I have to rip, the files off of it, and then edit it. And I think it's better creatively, at least for me. Obviously, tons of people do great stuff just with their smartphone cameras. So I've been getting to experiment with that.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm so averse to my phone camera. I think I understand. I was just putting a high quality on myself here.
Interesting effect to it, where I don't know what the word is. It's sort of, as it's recording video, it has this glitch, this natural glitch of it'll create these neon sort of streaks across the screen.
That's good.
Really cool.
That's a nice little editing thing.
I was like, oh, does this mean it's this camcorder is sort of on the outs? I have had it for 15 years and it's been banging around wherever. So I decided, luckily they're cheap, because not many people are like, yeah, I want to buy a fucking standard definition camcorder from 15 years ago or whatever. Yeah, 15. That sounds right. So that was cheap. And I've also gotten this one that I'm recording on, which is a different brand. It's like Zoom, and which is like a microphone, like a recorder company. But oddly enough, they made like a handheld camcorder. This one has this has an SD card, so bigger storage, whatever. So I'm just trying that out, and I'm having fun with it. And I think I'm gonna keep up doing these videos at least on a multi-weekly basis. And most of all, I just want to be, along with creating those weird things, whether it be something like Doug Nuts, the character, or doing weird little experiments with my camcorders. Along with that, I just want to be more honest. I want to be more out there, and show my actual self, and sort of, instead of hiding behind this cynical persona. Because again, pretty sure I said this earlier, I like myself, and I want to show myself. If you're watching this, thank you.
Sorry, there's a bug on my, there's a little thing, I picked it up, it looked like a little seed, but then it was I think it was a little bug of some kind.
Some of the content I do, and I hope you keep watching. Thank you.
So yeah, that was me yapping. Look at that. Horrible look. That was forgive me. It was 2023. I think. 2023. April 12th. Holy shit. Holy shit, it's been exactly 3 years. Wow. What nice timing. What nice timing. But yeah, that's that was my second attempt at 100 videos in 100 days. It failed, but I think a lot of those videos are really cool looking back. I obviously really quite enjoyed them. And so, yeah, I wish I was, it's just a really cool period of time to go back to, just because I was doing really creative. I was being really creative during this time in a way where I'm like, oh, I wish I could pick that up. I wish I could hold on to it. And it's really interesting hearing about, how that was really the direction I was interested in and whatnot, when, as of late, I've been much more, I don't know, unedited, more just myself on camera and my YouTube channel. So I don't know, just a nice little waltz in the park. Hope this was interesting. If you watched it, probably not, but as always, much love, and I'm going to keep it up with the vlogs. I think this has been a nice little diversion into memory lane. But we'll be back tomorrow.